Unforgettable stories out of Western Jamaica from the scrapbooks of Adrian Freighter. In many countries, celebrities are treated like rare diamonds as they represent the hopes and aspirations of persons striving to be successful. In places like India and Argentina, where star worshipping is commonplace, their star athletes dare not venture out of their homes without being surrounded by bodyguards, lest they be mobbed by hero-worshipping fans. When Argentine superstar Lionel Messi goes home to Argentina, the celebrated football star has to stay out of the eyes of the public because once it is known that he's there, he's also be surrounded by thousands of fans. The situation was much the same in India for star cricketer Sachin Tendulkar in the prime of his career. Reports are that if he wanted to test drive one of his many luxury motor cars, he had to wait until the dead of night when he would quietly go out, take a spin or two around the block and then rush back home. In Jamaica, local stars are pretty much able to go about their business unmolested, as persons generally show very little interest after taking one good look. That is why persons like Sprint King Usain Bolt, star cricketer Chris Gayle, and our growing number of Grammy-winning artists can basically go to the supermarket, a restaurant, and attend public events without being bothered. As reggae king Bob Marley once said, Jamaicans are not star-struck. In Jamaica, we have too many stars for that. Everybody is a star. However, when a star falls from grace in Jamaica, people tend to take it very seriously. Some to the point where they are willing to turn a blind eye to even criminal offenses committed by these persons whom they idolize. When dancehall star Vybz Kartel was convicted for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams, Free Vybz Kartel all but became the national anthem, as many Jamaicans, especially dancehall fans, believe that even if he was guilty of the crime, he should be forgiven and not sent to prison because as far as they are concerned, he was their hero, idol and mentor in some respect. While Western Jamaica has not had many crimes involving high-profile personalities, there was one case in Montego Bay in 1997 which captured the attention of the entire nation. That case involved the then reigning Miss Montego Bay, Theresa Josephs, who was charged with murder. In this edition of Lest You Forget, we will be revisiting that story from a story I wrote for the Star, which was published on April 22, 1997, under the headline Miss MoBay and Murder Charge. The story read as follows. Following intensive investigations by the Barney Street Police into the killing of 32-year-old taxi driver Kevin Cummins, reigning Miss City of Montego Bay, Theresa Josephs, 27 years old, Richard Solomon Jr., and Anthony Taylor, an American citizen, were yesterday all charged with murder. According to police reports, Cummins, who operated a charter taxi service from the Sangster International Airport, went on a call in his ash-brown Toyota Corolla shortly after 6 p.m. on Tuesday, April 1, and was not seen again until his partially decomposed body, with a bullet wound to the head, was discovered on the morning of Friday, April 4. When Cummins' body was found by a group of fellow taxi drivers who went to investigate and claimed that a car fitting the description of Cummins' car was seen unattended for more than 2 days in the Spring Farm area, it was discovered that his money and his jewelry were not taken. The police made a breakthrough in the case this past Thursday at about 12:30 p.m. when Josephs and Taylor, who were under surveillance in connection with the case, were both taken off a New York-bound Air Jamaica flight at the Sangster International Airport and detained. According to a police source, after both Josephs and Taylor were extensively questioned, based on information they gave the police, a raid was carried out at the Kemshot address of Solomon, where they found a .22 Davis Industrial revolver, which is believed to be the murder weapon. Taylor and Solomon were additionally charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Cummins, who was buried the same day his body was found, in addition to the bullet wounds, had his throat cut and appeared to have been badly beaten before he was killed. While the incident was big news when it happened, it became almost like a 9-day wonder, as once it entered the court system, we heard less and less about it. At this point, I'm unclear as to whether or not it was resolved with the court and what became of the persons who were charged. However, in looking back at the impact the story had at the time, it is most definitely one of those unforgettable stories out of Western Jamaica. Unforgettable stories out of Western Jamaica from the scrapbooks of Adrian Freighter. Before you go, please remember to subscribe.